and thank you so much for staying with us on Biz Talk. A lot of views and, of course, facts that's being presented right here at the studio, of course, with regards to NGV, natural gas vehicles, and this is in conjunction with Auto Malaysia 2010. And there is, I believe, a booth or a showcase of NGV, that's component and parts, is that right, Dr. Zender? Yeah, what are the other items that's being showcased at the exhibition?
They have other car automotive parts, the components like wiring, ball bearings, accessories.
Any discount offered?
The discount offered will be organized by Exporters Club. Okay, that is the warehouse sale, similar to Mata Fair or PC Fair. You can buy sport. If I know there's going to be sport rims, there are a lot of car auto spare parts discounted heavily. For people to come and buy at a cheaper price.
Now, there has been also a perception and talk, or rather speculation out there that talking about the safety aspect, that it may not be that safe to use natural gas, that it can result in some form of explosion. Is that right? Perhaps, Muhammad, you'd like to comment on this?
Well, first, I think we have to go to the installer, because we install it when the customer walk in to the workshop to do installation. I think the installer is the one who advises customer what needs to be used and what is not to be used. But sometimes it's because of the market, the pricing is very competitive now. So maybe some of the installers, they offer a very cheap price, but it's not.
Are these installers qualified, or they are considered pemasang haram or illegal installers, rather than pemasang bertauliah, which is certified, right, out there?
Like us, as a certified installer, we have to follow the rules and regulations by JPJ, meaning that we have to use the certified or approved components, like cylinder or CNG kits.
Yeah.
But maybe some of the users, they brought it in illegally, and
so safety is compromised, perhaps.
Yes,
yeah, Danny.
Yes, and some of the installer, they are using the recycled cylinder.
Oh.
Yes.
So is that dangerous when you put it in the car?
Yes.
Oh, and can that result, you know, in like explosions and?
But if in terms of the explosion, CNG cylinder won't explode, because
CNG cylinder won't explode.
Yes. CNG,
so, but what will explode?
CNG cylinder can sustain the pressure up to 300 bars. But in our station, in Petronas stations, okay, all the bar is almost 200 bar working pressure. That means equal to 3,000 psi. So they can afford to sustain this type of pressure. But if let's say the pemasang haram or something like that, or we call it a not certified installer, that's what happening to the explosion last 2 years ago. They are not using the CNG cylinder, they are using the LPG cylinder.
Dapur masak.
Yes.
Oh, sorry,
the cylinder for LPG, the dapur masak.
The dapur masak, Oh, okay. Wow, that's hard to imagine. It's very dangerous,
yeah. That's caused alive. One people died there.
Oh, okay.
They're using the LPG cylinder.
So your advice on this, Dr. Zender? Go to certified installers. How do you ensure the safety? Very fast tips.
Basically, go to a website called www.ngvlocator.com. That's how we're going to spell it for you. NGV, LOCATOR.com.
Yeah?
This is an initiative done by a Dutch guy who lives in Malaysia, who uses NGV. He created a website to show where the stations are. And also who are the certified installers. So you can actually go to that website, check it out, everything.
Now, coming back to promoting the usage of this alternative energy, we see a lot of taxis using natural gas, and perhaps not so much, or rather none of the government vehicles. Yeah. So what is your take on that, Dr. Zender?
First,
I mean, if you want to promote something, you use it, right? I mean, that's what Danny has done.
In my opinion, here's the take is like this. The Malaysian government have to consider an alternative fuel vehicle program. From petrol, we can transit to NGV. From NGV, the reason why NGV is the transition fuel is because 3A. a readily available alternative. There's 138 stations throughout Malaysia, 85 within Klang Valley. There's no excuse, there's no stations. 2, installers are there, 50 licenses throughout Malaysia, inclusive of Sarawak, even though they do not have a station. And alternative, it is here. It's been here since 1992. We know about NGV because of taxi with long queue. It is here. So, for anyone who wants to use NGV, please go and do a search on Google NGV Malaysia, and you get all the information there is. Go to NGV locator, find the certified installers there. Also know your station nearest to you, and the best time to pump gas, earlier you asked, was around 8 o'clock p.m.
8 p.m.
Yeah, taxi goes for break. But never pump gas at 4 when they go for shift change. This is what we should do. Now, having known this for the consumer, the government also need to know that alternative fuel vehicle from NGV with 3A can move into hybrid, which is what Proton is doing, right? The AMAS, and then later electric. Now, we have 50 certified...
So you're saying NGV is the first step?
Yes.
Towards a very green vehicle?
It's 3A. Readily available alternative. Hybrid, is it available? Yes, it is.
It is.
It's very expensive. Electric cars, there's none at all in Malaysia. So NGV is immediately, you can actually consider tomorrow. You see? So the alternative fuel program, if the government were to promote, would be NGV first, then hybrid, perhaps then electric.
And therefore they should start using natural gas vehicles as well.
Yes.
Yeah, if they are serious about it.
Example, Nissan Vanette, C22, fleet companies like Cigarette Company, they have 400, 200. Tomorrow they bring it to Danny, they bring it to Muhammad, bring it to me. They can have it converted. 3 days later, they're running on gas, 70% off.
That's one great way of saving.
But many people out there still think that NGV is meant for Iswara cars. But we have proven that it's not only Iswara. It can go up to Mercedes, to BMW, to four-wheel drive, to whatever cars, petrol, and it's proven safe. Is 70% or more sometimes.
Provided you go to the right installer and everything else is safe. Okay, gentlemen, another short commercial break, and of course we'll come back to find out more about the challenges in the NGV industry right here on BizTalk. Don't go away, be right back.